Hello everybody and welcome back to another Oxygen Not Included video with Tubular Update, where I'm actually going to move the Wheezewort because this has just, the cooling has not worked very well and we need the base cool. We just absolutely do, for farming, for people, for the bedrooms, just we need the base cool. So we are going to copy settings to flower pots on the sides and in the main air shaft here. Once they get all of these completed, which should not take too long. Okay, get all those. And come on, people. Let's get these done. There's other stuff that they are doing, and we are running fairly low on food too, so I'm hoping that all of the people who are hungry, Bubbles, if Bubbles could get some food. Anyways, let's get those like that. And then, can we just deconstruct the decoration? If we do that? No? Oh, I got this up and running too, and boy, does it not really help at all. So yeah, it just does not help really at all. So, oh, it just is gonna deconstruct everything in there. Okay, let's not deconstruct everything, but definitely a lot of this. So deconstruct these, definitely deconstruct all of the air systems in there for the time being. But then I guess I'm gonna have to deconstruct each of these flower pots individually. Not the gas pipe, but the flower pot. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. Just to kind of get these Wheezewort out into the main shaft here. Deconstruct. 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 And deconstruct. So once those Wheezewort are out, they should get placed, and we should start seeing temperatures cool off around them quite nicely. You could actually see the air fall too, the cooler air. So what I am hoping is that especially this will get cooled off. Oh gosh, that's on the verge of breaking. But what I'm hoping is that all of this gets cooled off, so first of all, our plants start growing again to their full capacity, and that I can actually expand these out, because a lot of the heat, I think, is just air transferred all the way down. So if we could, and you stop, we don't need any more iron being converted. We're actually running out, but we do have this revealed. If we look at that, it does have the input for hydrogen. And I'm really wondering what I should do with this. Can we have someone go over there and do that, please? Maybe, because I set it to a 9, did I not? Yeah. Okay, maybe it requires a dupe over there, so let's find a dupe. Joshua, you are the lucky dupe. Come over here. And please submit your scan. Now, if we have to go around this, it's going to be really weird. No, can you please submit? Can you move? No. Maybe they have to do it from the other side? And if that's the case, that kind of sucks. Okay, let's then build a ladder down to here. Ladder that across, ladder that down, and across. Actually, you know what? Just Don't ladder it across, just build floors right there, I guess. Just some tile. We'll just build some tile across in general. And hopefully when they open that, they can just go straight through, rather. So now we have 2 people starving, which is no good. How's the temperature in the base starting to look, though? A lot better. Over here, you can already see that the red is actually lifting away. So. And that is so dangerously close to breaking. Over here is actually looking pretty good, but over here has always been kind of cool. Over here is right above the hot water, so it's going to be harder to cool all of this. It really will be. But Stinky and Abe, at least Bubbles isn't on there. It means that they are rotating through who is hungry and who isn't. That must be Stinky or Abe. That is Stinky. Okay, so we are getting food, though, every now and then. Who is that? That is Gossman. So not one of the 2 that are actually starving to death, but okay. Now, I'm thinking maybe putting the food on this side, since we have this over here. We actually might be able to set up a sleet wheat over here, tell the truth. So, and sleet wheat can provide a lot of stuff. And to be fair, we're not actually using a ton of the hydrogen for power anyways. So I'm thinking that we could just get rid of these hydrogen generators and have the hydrogen actually pumped out into this and then just make a sleet wheat farm over here. Which wouldn't actually be a bad idea. Can we, yeah, there should be some sleet wheat in here that we can check the, so between -5 and 5 degrees, it can be in oxygen, polluted oxygen, or carbon dioxide, which might be a problem considering that there is chlorine and natural gas around here. So until we filter some of this out, it would probably not be in the best interest. We are up here and almost over to these. We have no more Wheezewort, though. We did find the neutronium up here. This is the top of the map. There's a lot of cold biome against it. Ooh, we have some iron over here. A lot of iron over there. We might actually dig in that direction. Because we need some more. We now have 3 people who are hungry, but there is food out there. Only 2. Stinky needs to eat. And soon. Because Ada's new, but Stinky is definitely needing to eat there. The heat has lifted off on this side, which is good to see. Yes, I think this is actually working quite well. And what about the vents? It is overpressurized up here that these are actually shutting down because there is not enough. Okay. Okay. No. I caught you. Deconstruct these 2. Dig these 2 and that out. And please don't be in there when you dig it out. Okay, they must have build orders elsewhere, or there are things much more important. Ooh, someone is sick? What? Ada. What's wrong? No? Ada. Can I not click on... Oh, wait. There she was. Hypothermia. Huh. Okay, well, at least she's healing, so... Okay, now let's get that re-walled off. Because that will produce polluted oxygen if we just leave it there. There we go. Yep, just still picked up something from over there. Okay, so if we're gonna do something with sleet wheat over here, we do kind of need it part of the base. So, We were actually going to include this as part of the base too in general. Just, I'm thinking just making a big old layer right here. Some natural gas may escape right there if we did that, but that's fine. And that will build the farm kind of down into this. Because first of all, carbon dioxide is one of the heaviest gases. Because as you can see, it's all down in here. And second of all, because cold air drops too. So if we build it down here, I think we'd be a lot better off. So let's kind of get this idea going. Where we're going to build this across. This actually does not need to be open, actually, at all. I don't think. But it doesn't need to be locked either. Deconstruct. Logic. Deconstruct. We don't actually need that to be in that manner at the moment. So change that to auto so that people can get up through here if need be. We do kind of need to put that up through there, but that can be the airlock to get kind of up here for now. And we'll have a lot of chlorine and carbon dioxide for this pump to filter out here in the future. So let's get some tile going this way. Do we actually need all these ladders? Probably not, but we'll put a airlock right here. Okay, that makes it so that no one can go that way at the moment. So we'll turn that sideways, put that there. Have this kind of go across. That way people can at least jump across right there if they need to do something further out, which they might. Okay, and then build. Oh, no, not that. Cancel build. Oh, we have two people that are stuck over here. Okay. Well, they might build themselves out, so that is fine. And then that could go down there, and if they need to do something out here, they'll be able to. But deconstruct, 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 and deconstruct. And let's build tiles all the way out. And all along here. We only left that open because we wanted to allow the gases to vent out. So let's continue building across. And please don't entomb your head, because that would be bad. Thank you for jumping up beforehand. And they are stuck until they got that ladder done. Okay, so now that that's building across, we can actually deconstruct that and build. Other than we don't want that or that, because we do want that airlocked. I didn't build the other one out of gold, but that's fine. Okay, and then we're going to continue this going across, just straight across to about the same point, and dig all of this out. Then we're probably going to need ladders every now and then to be able to build that. I'm going to cancel that because they probably can't reach up from right here. So there. Okay, go. Every two. All the way down. Because they are not going to be able to reach the ceiling if I don't. Food has decayed. Starvation. Ada needs food now. We do have all of the meal mealwood growing now, so that's good. And as you can see, a lot of heat is getting dissipated now, which is actually fantastic. This still has not cooled out far enough, though, unfortunately. I wish there was a way to farm briar, because obviously I have not gotten enough, and there's just not a lot on the map in general. Anyways, how are they doing with this? Quite well, actually. Just digging out that abyssallite in the floor and in the ceiling right there is going to be a bit of a pain. Oop, and we have water. We need to clean that up. There's a little bit of oxygen in there, apparently. And actually, you know what? Leave these doors open now. Because it is sealed from... Wait, no it's not. We need this dug out as well. Which is actually going to require... Actually going to need ladders there, too, for them to be able to reach up. Right there, right there. Let's... Actually, that I think would be fine for now, because we just need to get rid of the slime. So... Oh dear, and that's probably gonna... That slime's probably gonna fill this up pretty quick. Having to disinfect it every time we throw more in. But it should work fairly well, and since there's so much chlorine in here, the tiles should be fine. Okay, get rid of those. And there's actually more algae right there, which is good, because the deoxidizers will be able to run for quite some time longer. The temperature in the base is actually starting to look a lot better. This is actually lifting up quite high, which is good. These are actually getting a pretty nice area cooled over here. This water is just super, super hot, so there's not much that we're going to be able to do about that. Oh gosh, why are these... Why are... Do these have germs on them? Okay, stop putting stuff in there, please. Okay, the amount of germs on the meal lice is actually dropping, but as you can see, not on everything. Or it's not, or at least it's not going away on everything. So that's confusing. Do these have slime lung on them? Yes, these have slime lung on them. Dying on solid, but it never goes away. Because if it's only a percentage, why are you... Oh, there's some natural gas right there. Ignore that. Oh, 2 dupes have died. Oh, we have some people that have starved to death. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can always get more dupes, although it is kind of irritating that we have lost people. Loud sleeper, but we have individual rooms now, so that's not a concern. So, how have they gotten this done? Pretty well. Okay, let's get a tile right there. And that must be the new person because they're slow. Okay, let's get all this built in, please. And we shouldn't... This slime might be irritating, but we can dig that out pretty easily at this point. So we just have a lot of this deconstructed and somebody go in there, dig it out. Okay, so... And sleet wheat will actually be quite the item to actually farm too. So what's the temperature? It is actually -10. The cold does actually extend a little bit out. So we're going to want to continue this out still. Deconstruct that because we want this built out. And I think to there is actually pretty good. And the thing about sleet wheat is that it's going to require resources that will aid us in making another gas generator or two. Because what we would do is we would make fertilizer. Now the fertilizer outputs 20 grams of natural gas a second while running though. That's a good point to be making. So that means we can support 1 for every 3, and depending on how big our sleet wheat farm gets, we can determine that. Okay, let's pull this over, and I do want to kind of encapsulate that if I can. I'm not sure if I can yet, but that's going to need ladders to help build that up. So let's put these in, just like that. Let's dig out the roof. And we'll get some sleet wheat in here. Now, as you can see, oxygen is moving into this area, and the gases are exchanging around over here. So that is important to note because we do want more oxygen or carbon dioxide in here. And so all this chlorine and natural gas does need to float elsewhere. So, but we do have very nice pressure all throughout the base, even into these areas, which are interesting. Oh dear. Okay, good to know, good to know. Plumbing. Liquid vent. Right there. Take this liquid vent, deconstruct. And liquid pipe into that. We can't have that spilling over like that. Okay, mop this up. Please, because the food is not being disinfected anymore. Although it does seem like most of the germs are gone from it. So that is overpressurized, so that's good. Okay, good to know that it will put a little bit above the tile it's on. They are getting through all of this fairly nice. It does look like the gases are exchanging. The oxygen is pushing into here a little further. This coming down one is kind of blocking the air a little. It does constrict it, but I think it's fine. But let's get the idea of the sleet wheat going. So food, right? Yes, the hydroponics. So this is gonna need a liquid. And the thing is that we can't have the liquid get too close to this thing while it's running. So, and we will need this running eventually because this air is not going to stay that cool for very long. Especially not with the warm air from over here coming in. But we have a vent right there that we can deconstruct. Ooh, that we're actually starting to see blue over here, which is very nice. And up here starting to, at least on this side, starting to get a little yellow. This guy right here is keeping this side red. But this looks like it's getting slightly bigger too. So yeah, I think that was the better choice, was to put the Wheezewort off inside the base rather than trying to cool the water here. And boy, is this room hot. Oh dear goodness. Okay, but it looks like everything's actually functioning fairly well now. We will need a refrigerator here soon. How's our battery system doing? We actually have a bit. Report, previous. We had 500, about 500 extra, which is about what is expected. Let's the refrigerator, how much power do you use? You don't actually use a lot. So I'm thinking of moving the food systems down into here. How much do you have connected to you? Probably a lot. Potential power. Actually, no. You have none at all. Although we do have this hooked up. I'm thinking of reverting the little build I did down here to some degree. I think I'll make this an air tile or a mesh tile. The concept being is that when this creates steam, it can just float over here if it needs to be. In fact, that might be a good idea. Anyways, the idea is to let the carbon dioxide build up to some degree so that but the problem being, okay, so my idea is the carbon dioxide can force the steam into water, even if it's above the boiling temperature. So I was thinking that if we just let the carbon dioxide that would build up in here turn in or compress the steam into water, we could just have it flow. Now the problem is if we have the dirty water over here, we need that to steam, which is kind of the opposite of what we need. So I think what I'll do is I'll just have this room separate with a automated door and a pressure gauge. They'll let the carbon dioxide escape every now and then when the pressure gets high enough. And I'll do the same right here, that this will be an automated door once this gets to a pressure. One that is, and we'll have to figure this one out. This one will be a little more tentative, but once the pressure gets to a certain point, it will open up, and so more steam would be allowed to be created, kind of thing. But we need to figure out what that pressure setting would need to be before we can do anything like that. Wow, you can actually pick up materials over there. Okay. Why were you in the water? Did something need fixing? This water is actually not terribly hot considering what it should be coming up. Although then again, it's not actually pumping a lot of water into here either. And it looks like more of the water is coming from this than that. Maybe not, but still the idea being that's 72, 72, 73, 70. Huh, okay then. Well, let's go back to the temperature, see how everything is going. Still a little bit of heat right here, but generally it does look like the Wheezevort is doing its job, and quite effectively too. We're starting to see some green over here, which is good. This actually is not expanding out as much as I thought it would be, but maybe these, once those cool the air down enough, that will actually get down here and do something. They actually have all of this built out, which is good. Oh. Might be effective if I dug out that, yes? Okay, so sleet wheat is only 1 tall. And what do you need? Because you do need water, right? Air pressure, fertilization. Yeah, you need clean water. So 20 kilograms a cycle. That's actually a lot of water. I'm not sure if one geyser can support that. Not to mention, this is going to be a lot of hot water that's going to go into it, too. But if we make it run through uninsulated pipes as it's going in, it could cool it off before it actually gets there. So basically the idea is that we would have the, not farm, but hydroponics. Ooh, and they take metal. That maybe in the middle here somewhere. Oh, cool. So ladders on the edge, ladders on the edge, which means right here, 4 to either side, is the middle. And 2 tall? Just barely enough room? Yeah, I think right there. And we'll do... How much sleet wheat should we try to do? Oh, gosh. That's the alarm, though, so that needs to be the end of the episode. We'll pick this up in the next one. But thank you for now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, as it does help the channel. And do subscribe if you're not already to catch the next episode as it comes out. 4 and 5, so that's 10. 12, 14. I think that would be good. So that should be on the same spot. Yes, it is. Okay. Dig this out. But if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave those in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. But for now, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.